See you after voting for the Kaba. And yes, Seabear, I can take a, I can definitely take a Corgi battle. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go to Khabarovsk replay then. Let's get this going. Is everything sounding okay, guys? Volume sounds okay. Audio sound okay? Oh, I love this track. Somebody created, I think it's like this track, 10 hours long on YouTube. That's just awesome. It is definitely nice chill music. So it's good music for when we start with Khabarovsk, right? And this is Centurina? I think I gotta get rid of that. Okay. Yes. Centurina in the Khabarovsk. Popular person on the forums, and likes to post quite a bit. If I remember correctly, he's got a Bugs Bunny avatar. So I think this is the first replay I'm featuring for him. And he's in the Khabarovsk. This is obviously a top tier game. Matchmaker is always in your favor. But there are carriers, and you have to be careful with that. Alright, now, Seabear, who's watching, probably has a very special place in his heart for this ship, because that's the current banner on my replay channel. Unfortunately, he sank. But, you know, it works, right? Right? Okay, so we've got my screenshot done. We've got ourselves the French camouflage, which adds a little bit to free XP, reduces, or I think just base XP, reduces the operating cost. We've got reduction of operating cost flag, credit flag, both fire flags, heal improvement flag, speed flag, consumable recharge flag, and the wyvern for even more credits. So that's cool. And yes, Seabear, you did still win the game. So, it's a good setup for this Khabarovsk. You've got your speed boost, of course, and you've got your heal too. So that's going to be very handy. Now, I was saying earlier, you're against a couple of midways. Well, one midway. And you have to be careful with that, because those torpedo bombers can and will cross-drop you, and then you die. So, be careful there. However, the enemy team brought a Sharn horse to the game, so that's kind of fun to see. Not only because your midway hopefully has AP bombs and will AP bomb that thing back to the Stone Age, but, you know, tier 7 into tier 10 lol tech. Now, Khabarovsk is not exactly a capturing destroyer. As you can see, his detection is to 9.7. So you have to be really careful with the Kaba, especially at the beginning. A is being capped, which means that you know that something is there. It's going to be obviously a destroyer. My guess is it's going to be the Shimakaze, but it really could be any of these three destroyers. Plane coming in, which means that, well, not only are you being detected, but that destroyer is getting vision from the carrier plane. And that's important. That tells the destroyer that he can smoke up and be safe and still know where the enemies are as you get detected. So that should tell you that the destroyer is, I would guess, right here. That's where we see a lot of destroyers coming in. Relatively safe. Oh, where'd that torpedo come from? Oh, you're friendly. Okay. You've got 3 people targeting you now, and this is kind of dangerous because you really don't have shots on anybody. Yamato is turning south already. There's this Xin Yang. Is he reversing? Is he sitting still? It looks like he's gonna go forward. Alright, and you switch to the Bismarck. Bismarck is definitely a juicier target. Get him set on fire, move on to another battleship, and then enjoy. Speed boost active. Oh, there's the Fletcher. Whoa, that was kind of weird. Usually I just hit shift and back out, and then I'll turn, and then I'll shift back in again. That's a little bit faster than trying to do that. Uh-oh. Here come some bombers up the side. I would, if you see these guys, I would double click the map section there. The Midway needs to know that there's bombers coming his way. Wait, torpedo bombers have broken off. They're coming after you, sir. Alright, you're recognizing it, perhaps? What is this guy doing? Okay, he's going for the cross drop. And he failed that one miserably because Kaba is so freaking fast. And Midway is using HE bombs. I don't like this part right here, but you're still okay. I probably would have gone straight and tried to get around that part of the island there. It would have forced the torpedo bombers to go back around a little bit, but that's okay. You're using your first heal. Maybe that's a little bit early, at least for me when I play the Kaba. I want to get lower. I want to get as much utility out of that heal as possible, and go from there. Okay, Bismarck is on fire. Now, you're not being detected, so what I would do right now is I'd slow down. Then again, there's the torps. But yeah, I would have slowed down back there and just kept on pounding that Bismarck. Because what's he gonna do? He beached himself, so you've got free shots on that Bismarck for quite some time. Ooh. Kind of boring now. As the Kaba, typically I'm more over here, and I'm always trying to keep my guns going. But I can understand why you had to double back. Of course, you had those bombers that came in. Plus, you have that Fletcher nearby, and you got to watch out for him. Now, the other side has lost the push. They've lost decap, and so they're going to start pushing up here. Your Magi's already in kiting position. Hipper's kiting. Des Moines, for whatever reason, is charging. And Missouri, I think the Missouri needs to take a few more hits before he gets persuaded to leave. So we'll see what happens there. Yamato on fire. Good. If I were you, I would switch back to the Bismarck now. You want that Yamato just to burn. And a lot of times, if you get a second fire in the Yamato, he's just going to DCP it. So personally, I like to go with one fire and then move to another target, and then just keep doing that, rinse and repeat. So Ice Dragon for the win. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, that Midway strike was definitely useless. I don't know if he got a little excited in trying to drop those bombs and stuff, but boy, did he miss on the torpedoes. Alright, so you're still shooting the Yamato. Yamato is still burning. And now you're doing something you don't want to do. Alright, you don't want to go turn away or bow in even to a battleship with AP. Because that AP can and will do very, very, very nasty things to you once it gets through. If it penetrates. You got kind of lucky there. You took a little bit of damage. You would have taken a lot more, I think, had you had RNG been more in his favor. You're healing up again. Again, maybe it's a little bit too soon. I would have, especially if you've got Adrenaline Rush, let it burn for a little bit longer. Take a look. You are now done healing. You have 10 seconds of healing that you have wasted. Oh, here comes Bomber Strike the Second. Now, fortunately, the ships on the other side of the push have fallen apart, which is good to see. Once again, we've got ourselves a torpedo strike. Speed boost being active. That's smart. Get moving as quickly as possible. And let's see if this is going to be as wasted. Oh, good. You've got fighters overhead that can help out. Maybe. Looks like he's gonna strafe. Where's... Did he strafe? Did he strafe? No. What is this? What is this fighter doing? Oh, there he goes. Man, that poor Montana. And then here come the dive bombers to possibly finish off the Montana, but he's not going to be able to get it done in time. Yep. Alright, so now you've got 2 destroyers. The Xin Yang, you don't have to worry about so much. I would personally be going after the Fletcher. Unless, let's see, where's... Yeah, I would probably be going after the Fletcher. The Xin Yang is probably torping the Montana. Probably trying to set him on fire. Yep. And there goes the Montana. We kind of saw that happening, especially at that point, with him being so low. Yeah, a little bit slow on switching to the Bismarck there, but... Or the Fletcher, I mean. At this point, man, you gotta be out in front. That's one thing that I do a lot when I play Khabarovsk, as as Raptor and Seabear can attest, is I'm always out on the front lines, and I rarely get behind somebody else. I want them shooting me. I've got the speed to dodge. I've got the heal to repair myself. I want them shooting me. I don't want them shooting my teammates. If they're shooting me, they're not shooting my teammates. I can take it.
Engine boost deactivated.
That Tirpitz here is pushing into a world of hurt. I don't know what he's thinking in that kind of decision there, but you know, he's pushing at least 1 destroyer, if not 2. And one of those destroyers has deep water torpedoes. There you go. See, you got the Bismarck shooting you. Okay, yeah, now is when I would heal. I agree. Okay, you got the fire on him. That's good. You got the Xin Yang is running away now. He's probably sent torps out to the Tirpitz. And the Fletcher... I don't know what the Fletcher is doing. I also don't know what the Lo Yang is doing, to be honest. Now, you gotta be thinking, too, where are you gonna go after this kill? This is what I'd be thinking about right now. Where's my next target? Yep, there's the torps, as expected. And the next target is nowhere near you. I'd be turning in now. Like, seriously, I'd already be making my way to A cap. Because you need to get in there. You need to cap. You need to stop their cap gain. They've got 3 caps now. The other flank kind of won, but the problem is that, you know, they're just now getting on decap to stop their point gain. Speed boost and get to A. Speed boost and get to A. Yeah. You're taking way too long. You gotta get in there, man. And boy, are you using a trackball? The way you're turning the monster. It felt kind of like you're using like one of those, like, the old 80s trackball things. And there goes the curve first. We saw that coming. Midway having stupid strike potential. You gotta get this guy dead now. Good. Fletcher time. Switch to the Fletcher quickly. Oh my god. Shift out and back in. Anyway. Speed. Okay. Wait. Torpedoes detected. Okay, you gotta react to those now, man. I don't like this reaction. Turning away from the torps means that you're away from the Fletcher means that the Fletcher has free reign to pound on the Luoyang. And you're turning back completely out of the torpedo spread. Hey, you gotta turn back in. You gotta go. And because of your distance, you allowed that Fletcher to completely wreck the Luoyang. And that Fletcher, if he's smart, isn't going to bother shooting back. He's just going to go dark. You won't be able to hit him. He'll send some more torpedoes at you when they're available. And there it goes. So now your only play is that Yamato. Oh, nice job. And Dragon, I agree. I would definitely turn against those torps. Yep. Again, deeper. Turn south, man. Don't slow down. Turn south and speed up. You have to... You can't afford to be passive at this point. You have to be super aggressive. The midway is detected. Dude, if you pass south, if you go like right here, right? Like you can nail that midway. And the Yamato's sitting still. He's actually reversing. So you could be nailing the Yamato as well. Okay, and you are shooting the Yamato now. Alright, there you go. Now for those of you watching, if you do have a replay that you want me to feature live, then just send it to me. It's lordzatna@gmail.com, or you can send it to me on what is it? replayswows.com, I think is the site. And yeah, Luoyang's a little bit salty that you let him die. Okay, Missouri got the kill over there. What's the Hipper doing? The Hipper is searching for the carrier, but the carrier was spotted way someplace else. That Hipper is dead. Hey, Witherer, what do you know? Khabarovsk, what do you know? But you gotta be... turn! Shoot the midway, man! Yeah, you gotta be turning in, get more aggressive. Look at the midway. What is the midway doing? Blackbeard is charging the other midway. What? This is hilarious. Okay, now that midway's gotta be really careful. We're gonna leave you for a minute here. Let's see what happens. Oh, torpedo bombers took them out. Wow. That is interesting. Okay, you have to get into sea, man. You gotta get into sea now. Fast, fast, fast. Speed boost. Get in there now. Forget the Shimakaze. You have to get into sea. You also need to get into sea because it's going to present, I don't like this guy. Smog Sniper 1? No, you're not sniping me, buddy. I'm sorry. But you need to get into sea because you need to prevent this guy and the Shimakaze from pushing after your midway. Your midway is spotted. They know where he is. You have to get in there now. Not only is it preventing those ships from getting in, but it's also preventing the cap. Their cap gain. Alright, you're detected, which means that the Shimakaze is definitely over here somewhere. If I'm the Shimakaze, I am torpedoing the midway in the channel. There he is. Shoot you gotta shoot him. You gotta shoot him. You gotta get this kill. Alright, turn. Turn into him now. You need to turn. And the reason you need to turn is because this Shimakaze is firing torps right at you. Oh, and there's that too. No, turn in. In. Hey, look, there's the torpedoes that we called. Okay, what are you doing? Slow down. Once you know you've dodged those torpedoes, slow down and allow them to pass. You're about to beat yourself. You're going to run out of room real fast here. Slow down and stop. Okay, well, the island did it for you, but... Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta be... Once you know you've dodged them, you have to be in a position to move. Now that you beached, look at this. You are completely out of position. Okay, so the carrier is going to take care of this curve first. Probably. $992, you need this kill, man. You need this kill. You can't afford to dick around. Nope, you lost. So, alright, the one thing that I saw repeatedly there in that replay was you were afraid. You were being very passive with your Kaba, and you need to flip that around on the spectrum. You need to be aggressive. You need to be willing to jump in there, get spotted, get shot at, take hits, and dish out the damage. You weren't doing that. And because of that, you guys lost. Absolutely right. I agree with you, Mr. Raptor. That should have been a win. That was an easy win. Hats off to your carrier first and foremost, because your carrier did things to try to keep that game. But you have to be willing to jump in there. And I think the key part at that end, several parts obviously contributed to the loss, but when you were worried about those torpedoes hitting you and you didn't slow down, that took you out of the battle far too long. Had you slowed down, as soon as those torpedoes passed, you throttle back up, you turn, get your guns on target, and that curve first goes down. That had to happen. Had that curve first died, you probably could have won it, because you could have stepped on the cap, the carrier would have found the Shima. Done. Okay. Well, regardless, thanks for sending in the replay, Centurine. I hope that this has helped to give you some good feedback here. That's the important thing, right? We're here to learn. We're here to kind of, showcase ships, showcase good gameplay, showcase bad gameplay. It happens. So I want to say, first of all, thank you for sending in that replay. I think it's cool that we get losses too, because we don't get that many of them. Yes, I agree, Raptor. Some of the other mistakes are definitely excusable. It happens. It's okay. So, yeah. So, and I agree with Seabear here. The win is more important than, at least in my opinion, our opinion.